Okay.
Started again.
Yes.
Okay. So today we'll go through again just two. Okay. So just two is a primary subsystem or a base subsystem. So what just two does is it handles your jobs, job input, output, and it handles the output message queue. So just two is considered as your primary
Prime.
subsystem. So like how to make Jes2 as a primary subsystem is you have to code the Jes2 started task. Okay, in IEF SSN family member. Okay, after your SMS.
Okay.
Okay, so why after SMS is because when your Jes2 is booting up, okay, it requires some of the data sets like spool data sets and other data sets, and it requires your catalog entries and also that is why before that you make sure that what and all systems are data sets are required for just to we keep them ready. That is why we mention
Storage first.
SMS as the first subsystem. Okay.
Okay.
So, how to see is you go inside this IFSSN member here.
Yeah.
Okay. So here you can see your first subsystem is SMS. Then after that, they have given the subsystem subname
Okay.
just as a primary subsystem. So after that, your backup will be there, and after that, other subsystems will be there.
It's like based on the priority. Uh, Most important is just two, then rack of, then DB2.
Because your just what it does is it handles all the input queues
Yeah.
and it handles the resources from the other subsystem. So that is why they will first bring just two up. Okay, but your SMS is not handling any input and output.
Okay.
Okay, so but SMS is required for the just two. So first they will keep SMS, then they will keep just two.
Okay.
Okay, so every just two subsystem has a checkpoint data set.
Okay.
Okay. So this can be a dash D data set or your coupling facility. Okay, so what is your checkpoint data set? Checkpoint data set or your checkpoint overall checkpoint concept is the kind of your backtracking or a kind of uh, you can say maintaining a pointer to the failure. Suppose you have for in a general situation, you have a COBOL DB2 application where your COBOL program is updating some 500 records in a table. Okay,
Mhm.
your COBOL program had some logical error and it has stopped at 200 record. Okay,
Okay.
so internally your COBOL program using a performer, it will maintain a counter. That counter value will be 200 when it has stopped. Okay, so this counter will be written in a separate table. Okay, we call it as separate table or a data set. We call it as a checkpoint data set.
Okay.
Okay, in DB2 also we have checkpoint concept. So the counter will be written to a separate data set or a table. So now for the next, so that the this one your program will start from the given counter, that is a given checkpoint. So
Okay.
here also in Jes2 also we have checkpoint data sets. Usually your checkpoint data set will be either uh, It will be a DAST data set, or it will be your coupling facility structures.
Okay.
Okay. So if someone asks you what are checkpoint data set, your checkpoint data set, where most of the cases will be your physical sequential data set, not PDS. Okay. So these are your PS. Okay. You have to say these are PS data sets, and uh, this is like we call it as PSU. PSU in the sense these data sets are stored on your DAS-D, and this data set will be not migrated to different volumes. Okay. So on one volume, if you are creating a DAS-D, you are creating a data set that will be there on that volume. It won't be distributed to other volume.
Okay.
Okay. So checkpoint data sets. Okay, this can be directly data set or the coupling facility. So you have to do some Google on your coupling facility structures. Okay, so what is coupling facility structure is? It is not a dash D storage. Okay, so that is a different concept. Checkpoint the coupling facility structure. So usually it is used in a sysplex environment where you have the coupling facility.
Mm.
Okay, so how your just to will communicate with each other is you have this mass multi-access spool. Okay, so multi-access spool, what it will do, it will make a different just to communicate with each other.
Okay.
So if someone asks you what is mass, mass is a system which makes your different just to in a this one uh, this is flex to communicate with each other. So how to check the mass is you have to go to your STSL.
So mass is only for just to communicate or any other resource. So
No,
use.
only just to.
Okay.
So here you see members in the mass.
Okay.
So if you give this mass and if you are in a sysplex environment, here you can see different uh, LPAR details also. As this is a monoplex, you will be not able to clearly get it here.
Yeah.
Okay, so mass different just to in a mass, they communicate with each other, and the concept like they are again internally divided into member and node.
Okay.
Okay, member and nodes.
Okay.
If you go through the mass concept, okay, so in mass, every just to communicates through a node.
No. Okay.
Through a node, okay. So within the same sysplex, it will be considered as member. One just two will be considered as one member. One more just two will be considered as one member. But when it is going outside of the sysplex, it is coming from under sysplex, then it will be called as node. And this transmission, if you open your TSO session for the first time, you will be seeing some messages called as NJE.
Yeah.
So NJE messages. So these are the mass related messages which they try to communicate on a different helpers.
Okay. So
So
dollar hasp is for just two messages, and
what?
no, NJE is for mass messages. Dollar HAS is for just two messages, right?
Right, correct,
And IKJ for TSO. And
correct. Yes,
IEA for system, MVS system failures.
correct, correct.
Okay.
So what just2 does is it periodically copies all the storage jobs and output queues to the checkpoint dataset.
Okay.
Okay. So what are your checkpoint dataset? How to check a checkpoint dataset is If you go to your console here, okay, so here you can give dollar D, okay, CKPTDEF. This you note it down. Dollar D, CKPTDEF.
Okay.
So this dollar D, CKPTDEF, it will display you the
Checkpoint.
definitions. It will give you the checkpoint dataset definition. So here you can see your CKPT1, okay, equal to DSN equal to sys1 dot, this one is there, right? So in this entire system, your checkpoint dataset name will be this one only, same.
Okay.
So it is stored on the volume here, okay.
Okay.
So it is presently in use. When you say in is equal to yes, it is presently active. Okay. So your second CKPT is this one. This is the second set of
Okay.
CKPT. Okay.
Okay.
So if this is full, this will be the
Okay.
primary. Okay. So apart from this, you can define here one more and here one more. Okay. So these will be considered as the backup.
Okay.
Okay. So see here, there is one more important parameter. Node equal to duplex, duplex equal to on. It means your checkpoint data set can be duplex. That is, you can define a backup data set also.
Okay.
Okay. Apart from that, see here, maximum total number of your checkpoint data sets you can give it as a 17 here. And one more important parameter here is, so this is a message to the operator. Okay. Apart from this, there is one more parameter under checkpoint data set. So what your duplex mode will do is it will update to both the data set, like your checkpoint one and checkpoint two.
Okay.
So we have this new checkpoint rate. These will be considered as your secondary or the alternate data set.
Okay. So the first CKPT1 and CKPT2 are primary, and new checkpoint 1 and 2 are secondary, right?
The new CKPT is the no, that is the secondary one.
Okay.
Okay, there is one more important parameter. Okay, I will update that. I will tell you that parameter later. So, like, if you want to see what are your checkpoint data set, your command is $d CKPT def. Okay. Now, next is if you want to change some of the parameters in this checkpoint data set. Okay. If you want to change some of the parameters in this checkpoint data set, it is $T. Okay. CKPTDEF. $T CKPTDEF, comma, your config equal to yes.
Okay.
This is the second parameter. $t ckpt def comma config equal to yes.
Okay.
So what it will do is it will show you the configuration and it will make you to change the configuration. So command is $t ckpt def comma
Oh,
config equal to yes. ckpt def comma command. Okay, it is $ckpt comma reconfig equal to yes. ckpt $c See, it will give like this, okay?
mhm.
So reason for just to checkpoint reconfiguration is so it will give you a message called as 271, okay, and it will give you the different options, okay. So you can forward your CKPT1 to new CKPT1 to then you can suspend the use of CKPT1, CKPT2, or you can cancel and come out of it. Okay. So after giving this, it will give you one more WTR is 04. Enter the response. So I'm giving here 04, comma, cancel.
Mhm.
See, I will show you again. Dollar D C K P T D E F. Okay. So it is displaying now CKPT DEF. In this, if I want to change some of the parameters, suppose now we consider this duplex is on, right? If I want to make duplex as off, then we will give $t c k e t d e f.
Com,
Okay,
comma
from
re.
duplex equal to
Okay.
okay. So it will off it. So now you can see here duplex is off.
Okay.
It will not take the secondary data set. Now you have to on it again. So again give your dollar T C K T T T E F comma T T L D X duplex. Okay. So now your duplex is on.
Okay.
So we will see this again. Dollar T C K P T D E F comma R E C O N F I G config equal to S. Okay. So it is saying you can use your option one, that is you can instead of CKPT1 you can give new CKPT, you can give here new CKPT, or you can suspend the use of your existing CKPT. Okay, so or you can define a new CKPT. Display the modifiable specifications. Okay. No operand with operands is alter the modifiable specifications. So like here is 05 is there no? So 05 C K P T D E F. Okay.
Okay.
Comma. The button parameters if you want to modify that also you can give here.
Okay.
So we will not do that. Okay. The
If you,
again to fix the system.
if
So
you
I am canceling this. Okay.
so if you are giving a one, it will forward CKPT1 to new CKPT2, right?
It will like a kind of a copy. Copy CKPT1 to CK new
Bhushan,
CKPT.
1 second, okay?
Okay.
Bhushan, sorry, it was from the Infosys. So since it was from the Infosys, I just got the code.
Oh, super, super.
Yeah, they were. I had some doubt on the offer letter, so I asked her. So she directly called me.
Oh, okay, they release the offer, huh?
Yeah, they gave me the offer. The only
Oh,
thing is, they said they will give a relocation benefit, but nothing was there in the offer letter. So she said she will help. She directed me to another HR. So they will be checking that and coming.
so like it is finalized, right? You are joining the.
Um, the date they gave us like November second week.
Uh,
So I have a time till that time. So only I apply. I am applying for whatever remote job I am seeing. I am applying. Even I don't know everything. So I'm applying. I really wanted remote only, but I don't want to lose this offer. Then I because currently the remote job I am not even getting any single interview. Some
correct.
positions are opening, but I don't get any call. I will get the first call, and I will submit my. I will update the resume and submit. But after that, no calls. Like there is like even if I am applying for Cobol DB2, oh, it is recording, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So I will see if nothing is coming. I will go there. It's 3 days work from home. 3 days on site. 2 days work from home.
Okay. So we'll continue this again tomorrow. I will take the same thing. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So we are continuing today or tomorrow?
No, no, we'll continue today only.
Yeah. Okay.
So over here we give this one dollar DCKPT. This will display you the checkpoint data sets. Okay. So you can see here the first one volatile equal to no to here. Okay. So this is the definition. This is your data set. This data set will be same for the second one also.
Mm-hmm.
So your volume series is this one. Okay.
Yeah.
In use equal to S means you can use this data graph.
In use equal to, oh, it is currently using.
Currently.
In use. Okay.
Okay. So data set is yours. This one dot HAS SPCKPT is
Mm.
your data set name. Okay. So it is in use. In use equal to SS. It is in use.
Okay.
Okay. There is a second checkpoint data set. Now here you can see this one. This is your second checkpoint data set.
Yeah.
This is on different volumes. See.
Yeah. Different volume.
Usually it will be in the same volume, like your JASYS is there, right? So usually they will give JASYS, then the system will automatically allocate JASYS1 to what and all are there. So here it is in different volumes in the system.
Okay.
Okay.
But in other sysplex environment, both the volumes are same or different.
No, in if you go to your sysplex environment, okay, there the structure name will be different. I will try to show you it in a notepad. So
Okay.
how it will be written. So you can when you edit, you can edit this video if you have time from this point. Okay. Otherwise, again we'll take it tomorrow again. One more time we'll try to revise. So when it comes to your coupling facility structure. Okay,
Okay.
there it will be when you give dollar DCKPTDEF this command, what you will get is CKPT 1 equal to, it will give you the structure name. It will start with strname
Okay.
equal to,
strname means the data
that is
set
structure name.
structure name. Okay.
And strname is a structure name. Name of structure is Jes2 CKPT underscore 1. This is your structure name.
Okay.
Yeah. So in this case, your first will be your structure, second will be your data set. Second will be the direct data set.
Okay.
Like this. Second will be the data set. First will be the structure.
Okay.
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 So checkpoint data set can also be a coupling structures.
Yes.
These will be more faster than your DAST.
Okay.
So what are your coupling structures? If we do Google on this, what is your coupling structure? You can find it in MBS manuals. What is the coupling structure? Your coupling facility structure for a coupling facility. So you can see here deleting get to checkpoint structure. Use the just to checkpoint to reconfigure. Dialog this I had already shown you, right? This will go through this example later. So overall, you try to understand what is coupling facility or a coupling facility structure. Coupling facility structure for a coupling facility. Coupling facility concept, you know, right?
Yeah. In Sysplex, a common memory. Yes.
Huh. Like
So,
uh, cou- coupling facility, why it came, like like, why the coupling facility was introduced. Before coupling facility, how the servers were communicating, that you have to do little bit of Google and see, or read the IBM manuals. Like why coupling facility was introduced.
okay. Parallel Sysplex, they introduced coupling facility, right?
Correct. With parallel sysplex, they introduced the coupling facility. So we have to go through right example, then you will understand it. Like this, you will not understand. Sleeve structure, here it is. The graphical view of CF structure. Yes. You won't understand like this. Okay, on this I will explain you coupling facility structure. Command tree is there, but that command won't work here.
Since this is a monoplex, it won't.
Mm. If you give display cross coupling facility, you display cross coupling facility, it is giving only one
Okay.
because it is a monoplex.
Yeah.
Here it says it's sysplex, but we don't have any internal file paths in this.
Okay.
See, no coupling facilities are available here. So
Okay.
on this coupling facility structure, we'll go some theoretical. We'll try to understand theoretically some time. Okay. So what you understood is like your checkpoint data set. Either it will be the data set or it will be the coupling facility structure. Coupling facility structure when it will be when your uh, Jes2 is a part of the coupling facility.
Yes.
Okay. Checkpoint dataset can also be coupling facility structures.
Okay.
So your next parameter is your mode equal to duplex, duplex equal to on. Okay. So what this does is it will enable your duplexing. Okay. So enable your duplexing in the sense the primary checkpoint dataset that is your CKPT1 here.
Yeah. If that is full, the secondary will take over.
Uh, CKPT1 is updated after every change. Okay. The secondary CKPT, that is your CKPT2. Okay, this one.
Okay.
Okay. Is the secondary CKPT2 and it also will be active, but it will be less uh, efficient or less frequently updated.
Okay.
So there is one more parameter called as dual, dual equal, mode equal to dual. Here it is a mode equal to duplex, duplex equal to on, and mode equal to dual. Where is that mode equal to dual? In this it is not there, mode equal to dual. Okay, so there is one more parameter like this, mode equal to dual. Okay, so
Okay.
when you say mode equal to dual, what it does is it uh, some updates are written to one checkpoint dataset and some other updates
Mm.
to the other checkpoint dataset. But main again same the duplex concept only, but the main difference is this mode equal to dual. If you use, you cannot use coupling facility.
Okay.
Structures cannot, you cannot use that structure when you are using mode equal to
Dual.
dual.
Only dataset name.
Only data sets you can use.
Okay.
So one when you are giving this mode equal to duplex,
Mm.
so one will be your coupling facility structure, and the other will be your and before this we discussed on mode equal to dual, right? So I'm trying to explain you when we give mode equal to duplex. So
Okay.
when we are mentioning mode equal to duplex, one will be your coupling facility structure and the other will be your data
Data.
set. Like this one will be coupling facility structure and this will be the data set.
Okay.
Okay. So again you have new checkpoint right here. New
Yeah.
checkpoint. These things. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are called as your alternate checkpoint data set. Okay. These
Okay.
can also be defined that you can define these two data sets. Okay. So if there is a problem with one of the main checkpoint data set, Jes2 will automatically switch to an alternate. That is, these will be considered as your alternate checkpoint data sets.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we have last parameter as this one, OPR verify equal to yes. So
Mm.
this when it is used is you have issue in this CKPT1 and CKPT2. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, issues in these two, and this is not defined. Okay. Then
Mm.
a prompt will be sent to your operator,
Okay. Like a message.
like a message to the operator.
Okay.
Just will receive a message, and operator can enter the response to assign an
Mm.
alternate checkpoint dataset.
Okay.
Kind of WTR will be sent to the operator.
Okay.
Next parameter is okay. So yeah, one more. There is one more parameter I think which is not listed here. So this I have already explained. Number equal to 17.
Mm-hmm.
We will clear this now. Okay, now this command $T CK PT DEF. Okay,
Okay.
dollar CK PT DEF. So dollar $TCKPTDEF. Okay. Command can be issued from your ZS system console to change the checkpoint definitions.
Yeah. Reconfigure.
Hmm. So when we use reconfigure, you are changing these data sets. Okay.
Okay.
When you are using $TCKPTDEF, you are changing these parameters.
Oh,
Again, that is the difference. Now, what we will do is mode equal to duplex equal no duplex equal to on is that we'll make duplex equal to off or we'll change some other parameter. We'll change this parameter. Okay.
okay.
So again, same this command only dollar T C
Yes.
K P T D E F
Um,
O
OP verify.
E R
Equal to no.
F Y equal to no. See
Hmm.
it got changed.
Yes.
Okay. Now we can again try to change it back. Dollar T C K P T D E F comma O P V E R equal to yes. Okay. So it got changed. So like this, you can change other parameters.
Yes.
So after this, we have one more parameter is dollar T C K P T D E comma RECON FIG equal to S. Okay. So
Hmm.
what this does is it provides a dialog or the checkpoint reconfiguration dialog. Okay. To
Okay.
set up operator through changing the
Data set.
configuration of your datasets.
Okay.
This is started using the following command that is dollar $T CKPT comma reconfig equal to yes.
Okay.
Hit enter, see what it is saying.
Okay. Valid response one for forward CKPT1 to new CKPT1. Okay. So we can change it.
So what it is saying, forward your CKPT1 to new CKPT2, suspend, cancel CKPT
Okay.
okay, CKPT then no operands, displays the modifiable specifications CKPT with operands. So here you can give like this. Say, I will not give it. I will show you. Okay.
Okay.
Dollar TC okay, dollar D C K E
KPT
E E E F com
common.
okay. New CKPT one equal to okay. So we are into the second option of this one here.
Okay.
Alter modifiable specifications. Okay. So
Okay.
we are into this. Now here what you will give is TSN equal to your new data set name. Suppose this one dot new CKPT1
Oh,
comma volume equal to JARES1. Okay, so you give this much from the config equal to yes. Okay, so it is giving you one more CKPT data set. Okay, the name is new CKPT def.
Okay.
Okay, so overall, like suppose if you get a situation where you want to immediately assign one more CKPT dataset, then this is the command.
Okay.
Okay. So see return code what we got request invalid due to the active status. So CKPT this parameter I will check on this. Okay. Why it is not taking new CKPT1 equal to new CKPT1 equal to DSN equal to
The spelling is wrong. Sys1 dot new.
that is okay. That is dataset name whatever you can give.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. So we will use 06.
Cancel.
Okay. So you have to give like the 06 comma. Then you have to give this back. See, it gave you one more. Okay. Now it is asking you for the confirmation.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm giving cancel 07 comma. Overall, you got the idea, right?
Yeah.
You got the overall idea, no?
Yeah.
$DCKPTD. Just want to check now. One data source. Okay. So these things they might ask. Okay. So
Mm.
now see what you give is when we give dollar t ckpt def comma reconfig equal to yes. So just to start a dialog with a step to change the checkpoint data checkpoint configuration. That is I'm speaking about this command dollar tckptdef comma this one. So if you want to define a new data set, then you will give, in this case, it is 08, comma, CKETDEF.
Mm.
It will generate one more WTR to you.
Okay.
See?
09. Okay.
Okay, so don't continue, cancel it. Okay, so now we will try to see what are this check, checkpoint data set. So usually your checkpoint data set are your disk data set stored on your disk. Yeah.
Yes.
So if you view here, what were our data set? What was
Mm,
the data set name?
checkpoint one.
Sys1.has
Mm,
HAS PCKPT.
ASP CKPT. Okay. HASP CKPT.
So see, this is on this volume JS one. So if you give IE, usually what will happen is in most of the case your record format will be U undefined. Okay.
Okay.
So this you have to remember record format will be U and your organization will be PSU.
Okay.
Okay, organization will be PSU.
Okay.
So usually whenever you see any, if they ask you what is the format of your checkpoint data set, so these are your physical sequential data sets. Okay, so PSU is physical sequential data set which are unmovable. Okay,
Okay.
unmovable in the sense once it is written to one disk, it will be there in that disk only. That won't change from one volume to another volume. Multi-volume, it will not go. It will be there in one volume only, and your record format will be undefined. And you will be not having your primary and secondary values here.
Okay.
Sorry, only one will be there. Primary will be there, secondary won't be there.
Okay.
Yeah, only we will be having only the first extent, that is primary, secondary won't be there.
Okay.
So usually your checkpoint data sets are defined with your record format equal to U and DSORG equal to PSU. They cannot have a secondary extent. So PSU indicates that your dataset is a sequential and unmovable. Jes2 uses its own feature to access the checkpoint dataset. It cannot be moved on the disk or extended into the additional extent once allocated. That is what the manual says. IBM is your checkpoint dataset will be using only one volume.
Okay.
So the things to remember is one is your record format will be record format will be undefined. Organization will be PSU and it will be having only primary extent.
Okay.
Okay. So these things you have to remember. Checkpoint data set.
Okay.
So if you want to see regarding your coupling facility structure, so we have tool called as RM. Okay, in this you have to go into option 3. Here this monitor 3 is not working in my system. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I have to check why this is not working. In monitor 3, you can see the details of your coupling facility. In the
Okay.
sense, you have to go into option 3. Then, if you are this one, what they say, CKPT def, it is giving you the coupling facility structure. Then that structure name, if you give, it will give you the structure size, all the details.
Okay.
So, usually these coupling facility structures are there, no? The coupling facility structures for a coupling facility, usually your system programmer only will define those coupling facility structures. like
Okay.
what should be the size of the coupling facility structure and all. For that, system programmers writes the JCL, okay,
Mhm.
and utility we call it as MIAPU, MIAPU, MIAPU. So
Okay.
total, okay, so complete your utility name is IXC MIAPU.
Okay.
IXC MIAPU is a program, utility program, which is used to define the coupling facility structures.
Okay.
So, like once the coupling facility structure is defined, then you can go to your RMF tool. Okay, there we have an option 3. In that you can see the details of the coupling facility.
Okay.
So, in interview question here is what is the utility we use to define the coupling facility structure? That is your
Yeah.
MIAPU utility.
Okay.
M MIAPU.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so usually the name is IXC MIAPU.
Okay.
Okay, that is a JCL. So that JCL structure we will see later. Okay, so like up to now what we learned, just to uses a checkpoint data set.
Yeah.
Yeah, why it uses checkpoint data set? It uses for recovery and communication.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so your coupling facility structures can also be saved on your disk data set, and coupling facility structure can be used as your checkpoint data sets.
Mm.
So
Yes.
if someone says you what a checkpoint data set, it is a combination of your coupling facility structure and the normal checkpoint data set. Okay.
Okay.
Most of the Jes2 system has two checkpoint data set in the duplex or a dual mode. Okay. If one data set fails, the other is still acts as a active checkpoint data set. So checkpoint data set parameters are specified in the Jes2 parameter library member. Okay, checkpoint parameters are specified in your Jes2 parameter library member. So what I'm trying to say you now, we already had a Jes2 palm rate
Yeah. In the palm lip.
in the Jes2 palm lib.
Stupa. Apply. Point. Okay.
See your checkpoint parameters.
Mhm.
Okay. So when we are giving $CKPT def, it is giving you the details from here.
Oh, okay.
So where you will define the checkpoint parameters, usually we define it in a Jes2 form.
Okay.
Everything is there, say volatile equal to WT or same whatever definition we saw there, it is same here.
Okay.
So checkpoint parameters can be displayed using, we saw the command. Then checkpoint parameters can be modified using the $T command.
Yeah.
So next topic is your spool dataset.
Mm.
So what is spool?
Please,
Okay.
we can see the job status and all.
Okay. So your spool dataset is spool or a spool dataset. Okay.
Okay.
Again, it is a dataset. Okay, which is stored on a specified volume. That is your dash T. Okay.
Okay.
So just to manage this data such as your job input and output and JCLs which are submitted and your just to control blocks and your messages sent between your different just to subsystems.
Okay.
So this communication happens through mass. That is, we saw it earlier, multi-access pool where different just tools are communicating. Okay. So
Yeah.
when just to communicate, they usually keep your job input and output data. It keeps the details of your messages sent to different gesture subsystem and your JCLs which are submitted. It keeps the data of the queue. Okay, this all data has to be stored somewhere
Mhm.
for just to whenever your just to fails to recover it back. This data should be stored somewhere or for your day-to-day activities, the data should be stored somewhere. So that will be stored on a spool that is a separate DASD in the form of a data set. Okay. So
Okay.
this data set is stored in one or more disk data set called as the spools.
Okay.
So usually when you say disk, it is a DASD. Okay. So you can think of like spool as a database.
Okay.
Okay. So in past, every spool data set, usually when we say spool data set, so a spool data set was having a general naming convention. Like whenever we see say spool data set in Jes2, it would be called as sys1 dot hash space. That is sys1 dot has space.
Okay.
Okay, but today they are using different names.
Okay.
Okay, but there was a common name called as sys1.haspace.
Okay.
If we give it here, sys1.haspace.
Please. Space. Okay.
See, okay, this is your spool data set.
Okay.
General naming convention is HASPACE.
Okay.
So if we give I in front of it, it is again your physical sequential data set
Okay.
undefined. Okay,
Undefined.
undefined. This
Okay.
also undefined.
Okay. Okay.
So in this case, your spool volume is JAS by S1. This is your spool volume.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
So we will earlier we were discussing about mass. Okay, multi-axis spool. Okay,
Okay.
so multi-axis spool concept. What happens is when you are just to okay, so when you say mass, okay, your mass is again two things. So one is your node and one is your member. Two things are there. Okay,
Mhm.
so just two subsystems can communicate with each other over a network. Okay,
Okay.
over a network we call it as a NJE, net
Okay.
job entry.
Okay.
Okay, so the communication from one just two will go to other alpha just two using your NJE network job entry. Okay,
Okay.
so just two subsystems communicate with each other over a network. This is usually done. for just two subsystems in a different mass.
Mhm.
So just two subsystems in the same mass share the same spool and the checkpoint data sets.
Okay.
So when they are within the same mass, okay, so they are sharing your same spool data set and
Same checkpoint.
same checkpoint data set. But when it goes out of uh, like to a different sysplex where we have different mass, then it will be using different spool data sets. Okay, so
Okay.
each S2 subsystem or a mass communicating using a network is often called as a node.
Mm.
Each S2 subsystem sharing spool and checkpoint data set in a mass. That is, when it is in a same mass, it
Mm.
is called as a member. Okay, so this is like a theoretical concept. So overall, you have to remember there is something called as mass. Okay, so your Jes2 will communicate using this mass in a sysplex.
Okay.
So they will ask what is mass. Mass is a multi-access pool. It is used usually in a sysplex system where your Jes2 communicates using this mass.
Okay.
So how do we allocate a spool data set? Okay. So
Mm.
this is one assignment to you, how to allocate a spool data set. I'm telling you the utility we use IFBR14.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
IFBR14. Okay. So you have to use space parameter.
Okay.
Okay. Space parameter you have to use. You will be not giving the secondary parameter. So you use CYL. Okay. 4369 comma CONTIG. I will give you the what space parameter you have to use. So you try to write the JCL or find the JCL for this.
Okay.
And somewhere saved it.
When the spool is full, there will be secondary dataset.
For spool, that we will see in the next command it is given. It has a backup data set.
Okay.
Don't know where I saved it. So the utility what we are using is IFBR14. Okay.
Yes.
So the step is like this. You use IFBR14. Suppose this is my step JS010 DDDS and equal to you give the
Spool.
data set
Okay.
like your school data that is system dot
Has.
change yes it's equal to new comma in our system it is JARES or into JASRS unit you have to mention 3390. Then the space parameter. This is important. Okay. So space parameter will be C by L, then 4369, comma, COMTIG. Yes, ORG equal to PSU. This is important. Yes, ORG equal to PSU. Physical sequential unmovable. Okay. So 4369 cylinders, that is mandatory you have to give, which will be your 65535 tracks. That is, you have to convert it internally. There is a formula. So your 4369 cylinders will be 65535 tracks. Correct. And that will be continuous. Okay. So this is the normal whenever you define a spool data set. Okay. So there is one more parameter called as when you define a spool data set, we have a parameter large ds. Okay, when you use large ds equal to allowed. This is when you will do when you are defining your this one spool data set. That is when you do this command dollar spool. Okay. So when you give this command again, it will give you the details. There you can change this parameter to like this LAR GEDS equal to like this. If you change this one, the maximum value what you can give is for the tracks. Okay. How much maximum tracks it can hold is earlier it was holding 65535. Now it will hold 1048575. This value they will ask. Okay. This parameter you have to remember large ds equal to allowed. It is 1048575. So one thing is maximum you can define 253 spool data set. 253 spool data sets you can define in one Jes2 subsystem. Okay. 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 So this is again the general command what we discussed earlier. So you will give $DSPL. Okay. Now you see when you are still we did not display the spool, right? So this is the first time we're displaying. So if you give $DSPL, your spool data set is your spool volume is this one. Okay. Okay. Now here you came to know the volume, but this volume is 27% full. Okay. Now you came to know the volume. What about the data set? What are your data sets? Okay. So that you will come to know using this command. So if your $TSPL will display the spool volume. Now, if you want to see your spool data set, again it is $DSP spool DEF. Okay. Spool depth. So see here, this is your spool data set located on a volume JASYS. It is not giving you JASYS1. Why? Because whenever you define a spool data set, volume you will give only this much. So 1, 2, 3, 4, it takes on its own. Okay. So maximum like that you can do 32 volumes.
Okay.
Maximum you can do 32. Here it is, you see. Spool number equal to 32.
Okay.
So the parameter what we discussed earlier is here. Large stuff equal to allowed. I
Okay.
gave it in the notepad now. So
Yeah.
large stuff equal to allowed. Large dataset support is enabled for the spool datasets. They can be up to 1048575 tracks in a size.
Mm.
If not set, then it is 65,535 tracks. If it is set, it is 1048575 tracks.
Okay.
Next is this parameter, volume. Okay, this parameter. When you give this parameter volume equal to, okay, so here Jes2 will search all the disk volume when the Jes2 is started, beginning with the parameter what you give, that is JASYS. With
Okay.
JASYS, how many volumes are there? It will search all the volumes.
Okay.
So there is one more parameter, advanced format equal to disable. Okay, that is not there in our version. This is older version now. So spool in, if we give this parameter that is advanced format, parameter name is advanced format, that is used for encryption. But in this system, it is not showing. So again, like if you want to change any of these parameters, the command is dollar $t
Teaspoon.
folder, then your parameter name.
Okay.
Okay. So here your large def is already allowed, right? So spool number equal to 32 is there, which is a parameter which we can change here. Like your spool num equal to 30. It's not changing by default, it is 32.
Okay.
Spool number it is not changing. So any other thing we can change. Okay, overall remember it is $t.
Yeah.
So I already discussed you where we will put it as a primary subsystem, that is in your I, which where I, that is IEF SSN.
Yes. Yeah.
Remember, there we will code Jes2 as your
Primary.
primary system. So apart from this, there are two things. One is your master JCL and your just a formula concatenation. Okay, that we will discuss again in the next class.
Okay.
So after that, we will go with the common just two commands.
Mm.
Once more, then we will close your just two.
Okay.
So today we will close it here itself.
Okay. Yeah.
Hmm? Okay.
Thank you.
Then tomorrow again evening only. No, tomorrow I'll be in office, so tomorrow not possible. We'll see day after tomorrow now. Next day after tomorrow evening.
Okay.
Hmm?
Okay.
Okay, okay, chalo, bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.